BIGMODE Games just held their very first game jam, and there were some pretty creative projects submitted. It was a 2.5-week jam, and the theme was Mowed, interpreted in any way you'd like. The voting period goes until January 1st, and sometime after that, the head judge, Video Game Donkey, will be playing the games on stream. So I thought, why not beat him to it? I played about 20 games, a few of them didn't run, and some of them just weren't my thing, but here are the ones that impressed me the most. The very first game I tried out was My Winter Cabin. I think I've seen this logo somewhere before. And it's, quote, a survival game mode mixed with a starvation mode. You also go beast mode on some trees. And yeah, you survive until you starve, all while punching lots of trees. The punching effect especially is so well done. The screen shake, the sound effects, the frantic arm movements. It made me want to punch everything I saw. And I did. So your goal is to not starve, and the only thing you can eat out here are these mushrooms, which need heat to grow. Keep your cabin warm by adding logs to the fire, and show your appreciation to the gods by sacrificing some of your shrooms to them. There's definitely no super weird ending here, no secret boss fights or anything. Just call this phone number and they'll come pick you up for a few coins. Sticking with this winter theme, this is Arctic Eggs, which I think is the most inventive game of the jam. The modes in this one switch between walking mode and cooking mode. Simple, but not easy. This is a sci-fi cooking game where you take up the role of a poultry peddler stuck in Antarctica and longing for a way out. Your job is to cook and sell your illegal eggs. This frying pan is very slippery, and balancing different types of objects, especially the cigarettes, can be rage-inducing. But when you nail a perfect flip, boy does it feel good. I didn't have enough patience to feed all the hungry people, but I really enjoyed hearing their bizarre stories and just walking around, observing this frigid, hostile, and beautiful place. If there's any submission that I'd want turned into a full game, it has to be all in one. You've been invited to play a round of golf with His Majesty, aka your local dictator. Problem is, he doesn't take kindly to losing. Instead of hitting your own ball towards the hole, you have to propel your liege's ball like you're playing a game of pool to help him score a hole-in-one and avoid his wrath. So it's like a billiards mode for golf. And you can also switch between normal shots and lobbed shots to help you get the perfect angle. I think this game has some great progression. It introduces new obstacles frequently, and if the team had more time, I think it'd be cool for them to add some story and lore to this world. Like maybe there's a backstory involving His Majesty where he had a traumatic golfing experience as a kid. The music is great, the pixel art is eye-catching, and it's fun. Job well done. Backpack Boy is my favorite 2D platformer of the bunch. It's about a boy who discovers a magical flashlight that changes the world around him. The flashlight has 2 modes, on and off, and switching from one to the other will reveal hidden platforms and make some obstacles disappear. The game also introduces portals that automatically change the mode of the entire world. I like that they've stuck with a very simple concept that can be expanded on pretty much endlessly in some creative ways, like adding a throwable lantern. I also think the atmosphere of this abandoned structure is very nice, and I'm always a fan of well-done pixel art. And my favorite 3D platformer is Mowed, where you play as a lawnmower that can switch between 2 modes, blades up and blades down. Blades up lets you move faster and jump higher, but you need to put your blades down in order to mow these patches of grass. The game can be pretty tricky, but seeing the grass patches left up at the top of the screen was a great motivator to get me to keep trying. I really enjoyed the gameplay, and the only thing I would change about it is adding more levels. Oh wait, there are more levels. It took me quite a while to figure this out, but I'm glad I did. Some levels are harder than others, that's for sure. This one really took me back to my days playing lawn mowing sim, and it was honestly even more fun than that one. All in all, everyone did a fantastic job with this game jam, and I'm curious to see what Donkey himself thinks. I suggest checking out some of these games yourself too, because I certainly wasn't able to play all of them, and I'm sure I missed some other cool ones. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting me over the past year and a half. I've got some big things in store for next year.